Wave. And now I'm going to unmute myself and say good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back, everybody, to the Shunting Yard. Now then, Chris, yes, now then. What's going on here? How is everybody doing this fantastic Thursday? It's been a hell of a week. I've almost gone into complete shutdown this week, so you're really going to have to forgive me. How's everybody doing? Tonight we are joined with the wonderful Rob, as usual. We've got Max down there below me. Say hello, Max.
Hello, Max. And
we've got Tom over there on my left. It's all backwards in front of me. Yeah, Tom's over there on my left. We're going to do the whole, the Usher thing where he thinks he's in the middle and he's not. No, good evening, good evening, good evening. How the devil are you all?
I'm really good, thank you. And how's everyone doing?
Good. Yeah. Doing all right. Bit tired. I haven't stopped today or this week at all. So yeah. Let's have a quick run through who we've got in the chat. So Phil is here as always. Hello, Phil. Aaron is joining us. You should be working, mate. It's what, 8 o'clock in the morning for you? Hope you're doing well though. Hope you're doing well. Oliver's here joining us. Charlie's on his night off, joining us as well.
It's a big bottle.
It's a big bottle.
I need it. I need it.
Hello, Chris.
I've had a hellish 24 hours.
Matthew saying, oh my god, I actually made it to a live one. Thank you very much for joining us. Lovely to see you. Jakub's joined us. Ciao, Jakub. We've got Redampton is here as well. Lukash is joining us as well. Big drink there, Robbo. Indeed. Ori's here as well. Lovely. Hello, Ollie. Rob's Rails has joined us as well. Plenty of people here this evening. Thank you very much.
All the regulars.
Everybody. Hey, regulars are good. We live off regulars. He's got a cushion. Yeah. Quick. So let's mix it up a little bit. Oh my days, he's got a pillow as well. Wait.
Must have got lost in the post.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
I'm going to aim to try
one of these things should die alone.
Oh, we're already going into chaos. Love it. So let's mix it up very slightly. What are you all drinking today, Max? Have you got your good tea with you? Did you manage to grab it before we started?
No. That was the responsible thing, but I'm back on the Snowdonia.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Lovely. Rob, what about you, mate? What big tall glass of something are you drinking?
I have got 650 millilitres of Desperado.
Holy moly.
Ooh.
Aye.
I had that for a long time.
It's good stuff, man. It's ice cold as well, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Don't worry, Oliver.
When I was at uni, that's what I went for drinks.
You have one of the waifu pillows.
I cuddle it every night.
Tom. Oh, we're digressing already. I
don't have the cushion from you yet, Rob, so...
No, you're right. We need to get Rob one too. There you are. Tom, what about you, mate? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking mango-flavoured White Claw.
White Claw. I have not seen a Brit drinking White Claw yet.
Oh, really?
No. I only see it on American YouTube channels. You know, American gun tuber people are always drinking bloody White Claws, I swear.
So is the theme foreign drinks? I mean, mine's only Welsh, but...
well, I mean, I've got Irish whiskey with Czech honey today.
Oh, okay.
So I have Tullamore Dew honey, which actually, with the honey, it makes it drinkable. So there you are. So I'm on the Irish whiskey tonight, after quite a while.
Good lad.
Dear God, that's not bad. It's not great either, but it's not bad.
It does it do the job?
Not bad, but it's not good.
Max, I'll tell you by the end of the stream.
We'll find out live.
We'll find out live. You'll have to forgive me. My room has become the shed again, so you've got my logo behind me today. moving on swiftly, have any of you done any modelling this week?
I have.
Yeah. Okay. Max, what modelling have you done this week, mate?
I've fired up the 3D printer for the first time in a long time. And then, that sort of creates a very tiring cycle of feeding the machine, because it will do all the builds and then take it off and just wash it and cure it and all that sort of stuff. And then it needs more stuff. Again, press go. So I've just set it doing another run. Maybe it'll be
resin
good, maybe
printing.
not. Yes.
Ooh. Anything you want to divulge, or is it some secret project you're working on?
I hope it pans out. And someone in the chat might appreciate it, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't see James's 00 scale England flag. No, I have a very large one laying around somewhere. It's not 00 scale, it's 1:1. Evening, Bruce. Hello, Bruce.
Yeah, why has he
Sorry,
got a
that's never
J72? What?
That came across as quick.
For reasons. No, we've got to know the
reasons. Yeah, we need to know the reasons. Come on. Rob, what about you, mate? What have you been up to this week?
I've been. I've listed X up for sale.
You're selling your X?
You're
selling my X.
So you've gone from running in your X to storing your X, and now you're selling your X.
That's right, yes. So, but more to the point, I've built a wagon.
You built a
For
wagon?
your
It just
X?
needs couplings now.
There's no sides to that wagon. Stuff's going to fall off.
It looks a bit flat.
Is it supposed to have a bow in the end?
No.
No, it looks good, mate.
It's supposed to be like this.
It looks good, dude.
Just needs the wheels freeing up a little bit.
So why are you selling your
But
X?
it's to buy the new chassis for Tom Roll.
Oh, so you're going to buy another chassis that doesn't work for Tom Roll?
No, because I think I know what went wrong with it. I had it pulling a four-coach train up. No. I had it pulling a four-coach train up my incline, and it was doing wheelies. So obviously, it made the axle slip, didn't it? Because it didn't have a pony wheel at the time. That's the plan is to. Yeah.
Classic problem. Well, I hope it goes well for you, but I have a feeling you're going to regret selling your X.
I've got two of the Manning Wardles. It'll be fine.
I thought you were going to say you got two X's.
But aren't there supposed to be 3?
4.
They're supposed to be 4.
Oh, then you'll be fine. You'll have to buy it. You'll have to buy it again later.
I'm building the 4th one.
Rob.
He's got Lynn as well. That's the one I really want, but I don't think he's going to sell that to me.
Getting the full. What about you, Tom? What have you been up to this week?
I tried to repaint a Western, 00 scale Western, for a friend. He has quite a lot of Westerns, but he hasn't got one in BR green. So he wanted me to take one of his Lima ones and repaint it. And I was about to start painting it. I primed it, but I had the wrong shade of green.
What, malachite or?
So.
No, it's
lime.
It looks a bit more like a, how can I describe? It's like a leaf green sort of thing.
Yeah.
So pretty bright.
Bit too bright, yeah, for what I was after. I've not seen a bright green Western yet.
No, that's just the Western.
No, it's yellow.
No, I will not hear that slander, James. I know they replaced what you like, but
no, I do like a Western. I do.
But I was told I might have jumped the gun a bit because although it looked different from the pots when I brought it to how it looked when I stirred it, of course, the paints change when they dry out. So it might actually
might be all right.
It might be all right. So that's what I should have done. I just sort of jumped the gun. I haven't had a chance to actually draw it out and see if it is the right shade.
Improved engine green.
No.
Baby poo. Tom doesn't know what that looks like yet.
One day.
Well, I showed a friend, and he thought it looked a bit like the duck's color from the TV series.
Oh, that
very bright.
That's very bright.
So an Akira scale sample then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sample.
We got it in the wrong green.
Oh,
no.
We might as well put it into production.
That was wrong.
Seriously, hope not.
Are you allowed to weather it though?
That's a good point. I think he hasn't asked me actually. I could ask him, but I think he just wants me to repaint it, make it look as realistic as possible, and then just put like the decals and stuff. And I didn't think about weathering actually. I weathered his 9F, the one I knocked over about a year ago. Which you'll see in the video because the introduction is basically me. I had a 9F. There's a 9F in a box, and as I was doing a pan shot, I sort of knocked the box over, and
the spaceship went flying.
Basically,
Fun
I
happened.
had to fix it, and then I offered when I fixed it, I offered to respray it. Yeah.
Just highlighting Matt here.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Okay, well, I would love to see some pictures of the duck green Western.
I think that's Western, and we know.
We know your colour. Absolutely brilliant. No, I'd love to see that. So let us know. Show us some pictures on the Discord. Get that shared out if you don't mind. You know,
I haven't sprayed it green yet because.
Oh, you haven't sprayed it yet?
No, sorry, no. I stirred the pots and realised it was the wrong shade of green.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you'd already sprayed it green.
You realised before it was too late.
That's not as dramatic.
I know we're past Halloween, but that would have been the perfect thing. You know, I accidentally sprayed it duck green.
Yes. Well, if Andy wants a duck green Western or any other loco for that matter.
As discussed on the shunting yard, it'd be famous.
And just walk away.
Fuck.
That's exactly what I did. I just like, right, that's it. I'm not doing the modelling. I finished.
It literally just went. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Just stop.
The guy in the GIF just starts throwing everything off his table. No, just baby poo green everywhere.
That is literally what I did. I've left it there. It's probably still there. But,
drying out.
Yeah.
It'll change shade again if it does that. Be careful.
It might look right. Don't drink too much. It might begin to look right. You know what they say. You know, too much drink, everything starts to look better.
I don't think you're supposed to drink the paint.
No, but stop doing it.
Well, I look forward to any of the results that come up. Let us know, mate. I appreciate that for sure.
I remember my first time. So.
I myself, I realised I have a Rapido 4400 that I run on DC. But I haven't been able to run it on DCC yet because I don't actually own any Next 18 decoders. Which is what I thought until I realised that my baby Pania, which is a 6-pin, the Locksound V5 decoder, is just a Next 18 on a harness with an adapter. So I've been playing with a Rapido 4400 that sounds like a baby Pania.
So which function does the song?
Oh no, it's not it's not a Rapido one. It's not a Rapido.
Baby Pania do.
Maybe I need to say.
I've got to say.
I need to get. Do you know what I need to do now? Just to make that a meme, I need to get the decoder sent to someone with a lock programmer to add that to a function. Now it needs to be done. Thanks.
You're welcome.
To be sang by Max.
Yes.
Oh, steady. Oh no,
that's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg.
That time when was it? Adele had to go off stage and Alan Carr takes over singing for.
just about. Yeah.
Very possibly, Oliver. Very possibly.
I wouldn't mind a buffalo. Can someone please
I wouldn't
make
mind.
one?
Well, there's a kit. You can get a kit that will slap on top of
Yes.
a Bachmann chassis, but you need to buy a Class 08 wheel set.
Yes, I have seen that, but then
And I
I'd
want
need
to do it.
Very tempting, but then I'd have to paint it, and I might get the wrong shade of green.
Might come out duck green. Could you imagine duck green with Indian red frames?
No, that's a whole Thomas character AU, isn't it? Oh,
yes.
No. No.
But yeah. So anyway, I've been playing with that sound decoder that I haven't heard in almost a year, and the whistle is as ear piercing as the real thing. Like, really is a lovely sound on the decoder, and it has this really nice tram bell thing as well. So I was just watching it go up and down, go ding 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 ding.
Is it electric?
Quite nice. No, it's not electric.
It's a tram.
Not all trams are electric, Stephen.
In the box.
It's in the box. Anyway,
Whoosh.
moving swiftly on. What have you guys been up to? I've seen a few people in the chat have mentioned some things that they've been doing. I did not highlight any of them today because I was being naughty. Bruce was fixing a split chassis J72 for reasons. The reasons were it was for free, split axles and buggered
Good
motor. Peter Spares came up trumps. It lives, not that anymore, including that. Yeah.
No. Haven't you heard of the J71? I mean, everybody knows the J72, but the J71.
No, enlighten me.
I'm referring to the latest Bartman offering, where
Oh.
all of their marketing seems to refer to the more popular and ubiquitous J72, and we've made this. I think I was there for the stream on that announcement. This is what you want, and this is what we've made.
This is what we've
made
done.
the thing you want before. But yeah,
That literally sums up
this
that,
is
yeah.
brilliant.
Fantastic.
But I like this.
Yeah. I like my West Highland Terrier. If this, I watched that episode. I watched that episode like 3 days ago. I swear, it was the best. If it had ears, it would do this. And then we've got Lukash. Lukash was doing some detailing on the Sterling, as Rob can confirm. Although you were driving yesterday
Indeed.
while in the Shunter's hut, so if you were watching the phone, I would be a bit
No,
worried.
no. Ukash was just complaining because he was having trouble fitting it.
Of course. Never mind. And
No.
then Jakub was just finished renumbering a Triang TT257 squadron with decals.
No, don't mention trying to Peachy. It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Speaking
There's
of
only
Peachy,
one TT.
speaking of Peachy, and before we move on to the news, the results of the Pico Rail 200 photographic competition came in, and I was very surprised with some of the placing. I mean, congratulations to the winner of the non-modular section, because I think it's the modular stuff we don't know about yet. Or am I misunderstanding?
No,
that?
it's all there. I mean,
Is it
there's a
all
lot of
there?
emojis in that message, but the key thing is by Railway Modeler. It was a Pico competition. The results are in Railway Modeler, the Pico magazine.
I don't have access to it. I'm sorry. I've
What?
avoided. I haven't been on social media at all today. I don't get
Online
access to
subscription.
Railway Modeler here. Yes, I know.
Online-
I should. I like physical copies of stuff.
Yes. That's very
And then
fair.
put it on the fire when I'm done with it.
But who was the remind me of the winner? I know it was a depiction of what, Birmingham New Street,
Yes. Yeah.
and it
Um,
absolutely beautiful.
yeah, blended sort of front to back, blended in really nicely into the back scene. I think with the
Yeah,
bridge.
yeah, and did the
Really
shadow, like
seamless.
the half cut through shadow bridges and the buildings and absolutely phenomenal modelling. I can see why that won first place, and then of course you've got James Walker from Model Rail Replacement Podcast got runner up for Wood End, which another beautiful build. And if you haven't seen his build, go over to his YouTube channel, fully documented there.
Yes, I watched the operation video.
It was a lovely operation video as well,
and I thought, God, I could do with something like that. That's really nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Looks over.
I'm sure he'll take commissions.
It's like, that's another layout I need to build.
Oh God, it's just stacking up. And then I believe Tom Marshall also got a honourable mention on the same page for his T-gauge layout, which is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really is phenomenal. But I was a bit surprised. So I watched obviously Peachy's build, which was absolutely phenomenal as well. Like, congratulations on such an amazing build, dude. Which didn't get shortlisted in the end. I know George Williamson as well, who also documented the few sidings. That was amazing modelling as well. That didn't get shortlisted. What are your thoughts on it? Is there anyone you think should have been shortlisted? Anyone, any models that maybe have been overshadowed, maybe because of the photo quality or something like that? Like, I know it's all subjective as well, isn't it? It's all subjective as to who's doing what judging and things like that, and we all have our own opinions and our own biases of people that we've watched and people we know and things like that. So
I think it's also easy to forget that there were a phenomenal number of entries. Just
the
sheer quantity, not off the top of my head, but well over 100. Hundreds of entries. Yeah. I think there was over 100 in just one of the 4 categories. Yeah.
Amazing.
So actually, I hope Peachy, even though it didn't make the cut, are you still bringing it to Warner Lee, the module? Because it'd be nice to see it. If it's part of the exhibiting with the club, or
jeez, I work for Pico's second biggest account, so I don't think I was ever going to be allowed in. See, now we know. There you are. Yes, he's bringing it.
Cool.
Can't wait for that. Yeah, I love watching the build, and I bet seeing it in person is going to be even better. So, Max, you're going to have to tell us how that is. You're going next. It's next weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
we're going to be looking for a debrief.
Yes. How did it go?
just in a puddle on the floor,
shaking.
Fantastic. No, I think it was a good competition. I think it was good for the community. I actually regret not getting one, because I think at the time it might have helped with taking a step back from doing or not doing what I was doing and focusing on something else, maybe something out of not comfort zone but out of my modeling.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think definitely there needs to be more of that type.
Yeah, I mean the driver,
not just for the 200, but
it was great to have a reason to get modelling. We often talk about in the news segment about new locos and stock and things, and we always want to sort of hoard them all for the grand layout, but just an opportunity to make something that wasn't really that critical, just have fun with it, was really nice.
Yeah, I also sorry, before we carry on, as Stephen's just popped up here, I also need to say, if you haven't seen his layout of Gothland and the build that he did for that, also phenomenal work. The amount of detail in that on Engage, next level, dude. Honestly, it was really, really good. Sorry, Tom, carry on.
Oh, no, just saying. I mean, I agree. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't sort of think ahead in terms of, for example, some of the videos I make in terms of Double O, it would be a great opportunity to. I've always been playing with the idea of making a small diorama of such to sort of do my videos on. It would have been a great opportunity to actually have made it for that if I prepared it a bit more. But yeah, I think it's
It's
still great. It's still great. But it's still just going to make one anyway. You know, if you don't
Yeah,
Valid point.
sure.
enter it, yeah.
I think this is another thing for me why I'm a little bit. It's not that I regret not doing it. It's why I'm a little. I think to myself, you probably should have done that. It might have been a good thing for you, because I was talking with Dan quite a while ago, and he has this little photo plank that he uses. He doesn't use a white background or anything like that. He uses a specific diorama that he's made that's got a sort of U-shaped background to take his photos on. And I thought that kind of board is perfect for that kind of display.
Yep.
And it was only after we had that discussion I went, should have done that. So watch this space. That's all I'm saying with that one. Watch this space, because I have some plans for a photo plank. Anyway, moving on. Aaron, wake up. I saw your comment. You said wake you up. You're not Green Day. It's not the end of September. Get up, because it's time for
The news.
the news. This is the only acceptable thing, is the news.
See that?
Great, Mark.
There ain't much.
It's
There's
It's been a bit quiet.
It's been a little quiet this week, which is welcome considering we had the Backman announcements last week. There hasn't been really any new stuff, so I've highlighted one single thing.
Gosh, there's a lot of pressure for that.
And then there's a shameless plug, and then actually something that is new. So the first thing, I had to put this out there. So the EPs for the DAPL Class 323 EMUs came in. I think these look brilliant. The detail on the pantograph, the detail, the connection between them, the close coupling between them, I think it looks fantastic. I mean, there's a little bit of openness on the actual connection between units, but otherwise I think it looks brilliant, and I can't wait to see them.
I do love the detail at the front as well. Just like
Oh yeah, and the front, yeah. I think the glazing is the glazing might be a little bit too bold on the edges. I don't know if there's a way to change that. But otherwise, I think it looks fantastic. I can't wait to see all the lighting functions and everything like that revolves around it. So, but yeah, the pantograph was what sold it for me. I saw that the level of detail that's gone into that. I don't know if it's motorized. That's the only other thing.
Well, it's a
which
trade-off,
would be
isn't
cool.
it? Do you motorize it or do you make it look the business?
Or do
But
you
you
make
were
it look
you were
business?
impressed by the pants. That was the main point.
I was aggressive. The lifting pants, yes.
Pants
So
up, pants
these pants up, pants down. There's a function for that. Let's not get into that. It's not watershed yet.
it's a merchandise idea.
So 361.55 DCC ready, 397.71 DCC fitted, and 485.51 sound fitted, and that's for a 3-car unit. And I believe this is the one with the center car motorized rather than the 2 end cars with 2 decoders. So it's
It
one
makes sense because that's
decoder
where
for
the
whole
pantograph
thing
is.
and center car. So I think this looks great. If it's right up your street, good luck for it. It's been a really good few. We were talking about the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year was all Scotland, and the other half of the year has become DMU and EMU. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't be further from each other, I don't think. Like,
No, it's great that it's great
nice
that
to
it's recognition.
exactly, and I think it's nice to see some modern modelling. Some opportunities for younger people who see stuff like this or have seen stuff like this, to be able to start modelling that, and that's a topic that we will be talking about in a few weeks.
So I think people seem to forget that they made models for nostalgia. They forget that the trains that are probably around like the last 20 or 30 years are now becoming more nostalgia. So this is great.
Yes,
great to see.
exactly. So, but talking of nostalgia, as I said, we'll get into that in a few weeks. Moving swiftly on, Pico in stock now have 2 new liveries of some slate wagons. So there is red and grey, or is it Indian red? I don't know.
I don't know if you could call it red oxide or something. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
paint,
red oxide.
on the real wagons. I think it came about.
Scotland.
It's
Scotland.
Scotland.
Back to Scotland.
Anyway, I think these look fantastic, and at 47.20 for a triple pack, I think they look. I think they're brilliant.
So,
had a
if
friend-
anyone's been to Festiniog recently, at their Bygones weekends or whatever, you notice that the slate wagons are a mix of colours. So this sort of provides a way to replicate that.
Mm-hmm.
We just need a motorised one now.
My only
Yeah.
concern with these, and my only concern with these is, you have to. Like, I don't know how 009 coupling works, but isn't it sort of like HO where the little lip drops a little?
Yes.
And then, whereas on this, you have to. It looks like you genuinely have to physically lift it and uncouple.
So
and stuff.
these include a close coupler. So the standard 009 coupler with the buffers and the loop, it can really lengthen the train by quite a lot for over these.
Yeah,
so this
yeah,
is a
for
small,
sure.
just a loop and a peg.
Love it.
Because generally you'll want rakes. It's quite impressive actually. You could put four of these packs together and go, oh, is that it? Because
it's only about
the
this
train
long.
yeah, well, the train they run, because of course the slate wagons all came about because it was the size that you could push around by hand.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, the rakes on the FR, I think they're about 30, sometimes longer, sometimes less. But yeah,
30.
yeah. Well, back in old days when it was working as a slate carrier, you could get gravity trains of up to 100 wagons.
That's 472 quid.
Well, I've not seen it modelled yet. Just like I haven't seen the full-length Quarryman's train yet either. But
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yes.
If somebody could do a motorized gravity train, that would be brilliant.
Some have. You can get the figures. I still need to paint mine, but Model U do figures,
yes, I
including
remember,
one
yeah.
with the bugle horn to warn people, because of course the slate wagon doesn't have a whistle fitted. So how many different number combinations are there this time? So it's just the 3 numbers. So what Bruce is referring to is when Pico first launched the slate wagons, they were offered in 2 packs, but there were more than 6 numbers.
Okay.
And which numbers you got were random, which meant they had to be
I
a bit
like
like
that.
Pokemon cards.
You could end up literally having one that was worth more than the pack. You
Oh,
know?
a shiny slate wagon. That's
Yeah,
what's neat.
shiny slate wagon.
Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
And the feature film ones, and digress. But yeah, so there was random which numbers you got, whereas this one, so
Fantastic.
most of the slate wagons out there are light grey, so not as many of the red and the dark grey. So these are just
Yep.
the fixed trio numbers, so you can be sure of what you're getting.
Lovely. Well, if these are your thing, let us know how they roll.
And it's very easy to damp down as well, like weathering wise.
Oh, this is also true. Yeah, for sure. Moving swiftly on, Tom at Barguscali Station recently did a series of N and 00 gauge Sudrian wagons, and has now extended one of those wagons to TT120. So the AW Dry & Co wagon will now be available in TT120. Ignore this. This is the N gauge photo, but it's exactly the same thing in TT120. Yours for 26 of your finest British pounds, available at Buggles Kelly Station.
I do like
Will it be the start of something? Hornby, make a Stepney.
Hornby, make a Stepney. Yeah, don't. I want to get a few of his stuff, but I'm going to time it for when I'm actually over in the UK, because I don't trust anyone to bring stuff over for me. I don't know why. I've had some breakages when my mother's brought stuff over, and I've been like, okay. So yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant at the moment. But yeah, anyway, so if you want a TT120, find another TT120 wagon from Tom Marshall. AW Dry & Co here.
There's recently done a video about
Yeah?
that. Sorry, yes.
Okay. And Rob, what's this, mate?
That is a 7mm miniature version of River Earth. This is from Gubbin Box Models, and it is brand new, and it looks the business. To be
An
honest,
09
absolutely.
gauge.
09 is 7mm miniature railway scale.
Yeah, it looks
So it runs on N-gauge track,
but it's
which is
7mm to the 7mm to the foot, but it runs on.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
I need one of these to run on my miniature railway,
Yeah.
and it'll be perfect. It'd fit right
Yeah,
in.
because then you can get the little the cushiony cars and have people straddled on them.
No, he does coaches for this as well.
That's brilliant. I love this.
Yeah, and it takes a Class 08 chassis as well. So they are quite they're quite common N-gauge Class 08s, and you can get them for decent prices if you look out for them. So it's definitely something. If you fancy something different, if you fancy modelling something different, 09 is totally your bag.
That's
And
different.
the 08 is now DCC ready and speaker fitted, so you could have a sound fit one.
So you
Hopefully.
could
Good,
even
but it'd sound like a Class 08.
Well,
blow it.
yeah.
We're back in group again.
I think the non-sound versions still have the socket and the speaker, so you could buy a chip with a Steam sound.
Yeah,
What I also
which
like-
would be
Or you could have a fictional, because that's a thing. What's it? The Scarborough Bay Railway. You could have a
steam
diesel
outline
engine.
diesel.
Yes, yeah, that's how you could have the sound.
You definitely
diesel
could, yeah.
sound set.
What I also like about this kit is they actually included, they included a chassis in it that's 3D printed in case you wanted it just static. And
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm tempted to get one just to have it sat in a siding until I can afford a chassis.
until I buy
I'm
it.
getting tempted to do an NG7 mini layout.
It's
Aren't
very
we all,
tempting,
mate?
isn't it? It's
Aren't we
very
all,
enticing.
Was
It's
this
such a
NG7? Still? Sorry.
not
NG7 doesn't exist anymore.
Or is it 9?
NG7 has been forgotten about by all major manufacturers.
See, here I was saying TT120 was going to be the thing that got forgotten, and actually it turns out it looks like it's going to be NG7.
Stop it.
Imagine, guys, just imagine, right? Backman announcements for the spring. They announced an 09 locomotive and nothing for NG7.
We need a peachy
No.
NG7. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need peachy NG7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Next
no-
layout.
Drive custom.
No, if you just going back to the Backman thing before we move on to the main
I
segment.
know what we'll be trying out next.
No, but so many people were screaming for a Garrett during the announcement.
Yes.
I don't know how many of you were actually watching the live announcement, but almost every comment was 009 Garrett. Give us a 009
Garrett's coming.
Garrett, you know.
The Garrett's coming.
Garrett's
It's going to be
and-
next.
And it's almost
It never
been
came.
leaked.
No, it won't be the one that anyone wants. That would be
And it
funny,
won't-
wouldn't it?
That's the thing. It's not going to be the one everyone wants, you know. So, evening train guy, thank you very much for joining us. So there you are. So an 09 gauge model kit coming out. It's 26 quid.
That's not bad.
It's not bad
Even
at
for a
all.
static model, that is a really good price. The tender wheels even come with it. It's just a chassis you need to make it run. It's brilliant.
I agree with this. GTA 6 before a 009 NGG 16.
No, we need the
It's
Garrett
gonna
for
happen.
GTA 6 or GTA 16.
Yeah, you are. Get me to predict an NG7 loco. I've got good form on predicting stuff this year. I've been
So-
actually pretty on the ball so far. I'm
So an
only
NG7
3 out of
plus
4.
Go on,
That would be
James. What
great.
do you reckon?
I'm not going to speculate. Right, before we move on to the main segment, I'm going to shout out our friends Sam and James at the Model Rail Replacement Podcast have set up an amazing raffle set and charity donation scheme for Cash for Kids. Cash for Kids are a charity that basically want to be able to give back to the kids, make sure that everybody has something at Christmas, and I think that's an absolutely amazing thing. I've donated myself, and they have absolutely smashed the original target. So they set an original target of 300 quid as their target of what they were getting, and as of 2 hours ago when I took this screenshot, it's up to 1,700 quid. Absolutely amazing. So
what we can do, isn't it?
If
you haven't put in yet, go and do it.
If you're like me and you donate to charities, fantastic place to go for. And to be quite honest, there's a lot of stuff in the raffle.
Yeah,
a lot of enticing stuff in the raffle. They've got support from Hornby, they've got support from Bachman, they've got support from loads of independent modelers. They've got people are offering weathering services. They've got train sets. So much stuff has been donated for this raffle. It's unbelievable.
Of all scales as well.
I was going to offer.
No, there's no 009
or NG7.
Or there's no 009 or NG7.
Yeah.
They've only just got two N-gauge. They've only just got two N-gauge prizes from Revolution trains, and apparently yes, they've got O-gauge coming at the moment. The TMC graffiti wagons are the newest, one of the newest entries, I think, which are absolutely amazing if you know those. But I mean, I got my entries in yesterday. And I might get one or two. I might do another donation in the next few weeks before the deadline. So if I remember, sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I was just going to say I was going to donate something, but I wasn't sure if you were allowed to actually give something.
Yeah, they're accepting anything. Just reach out to them. They're accepting any sort of donations, any prize or whatever you want, service you want to offer as part of the thing. I believe they've got four tiers at the moment, so they're going to be doing 4 different draws.
I'll paint your train duck green.
Yeah, I was just thinking that another Western to put in the raffle.
I'll send you a pannier. You can paint the pannier duck green.
Okay. If a curious skill happens there's in the accurate green, yeah, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, that would do. Yeah. So there you are. So an amazing cause. And if you're like me and you like to donate money to good causes, this is one for you. But of course, do it responsibly. Make sure you can sort yourselves out first. I have to make sure I say that, otherwise I'm goating and saying things. Anyway, moving swiftly
to the meat.
To the meat and to veg of the stream.
But enough about the pie I had for lunch.
I was going to say the pasta tuna salad I had for lunch, but there you are. Anyway, so today we are talking about tools of the trade, reasonable, responsible donating. Brought to you, and it goes alongside responsible drinking and chaos. Hilton, chin chin.
Donate responsibly.
Cheers.
Anyway, so today we're talking about tools of the trade. So I've seen quite a bit of chatter over the years about what tools should I buy, where should I get information from, how should I do this, how should I do that. And coming back into the hobby, that was one of the biggest things that I didn't want to fall down the pit of. Going out and spending all my money on tools that I wasn't going to need, I wasn't going to use, falling down the buy once,
all gear and no idea.
Yes, exactly. And considering one of the topics that we have coming up, which I believe might even be our next topic, we thought speaking about tools would be a good idea. So how I thought we would do this, and bear in mind, I only thought of this yesterday, because up until yesterday, I thought Rob was doing this.
You thought Rob was the tool, but no.
No.
Do you know what, right? Can I just get this straight?
Oh.
You are not the first person to say that either, Max, because Stephen, in his infinite wisdom, sent me a screenshot of what he was going to put in the comment for the stream announcement, and it said something about me. And what a knobhead! That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, the drawer is
It's a
full of
very
bloody
easy
tools.
joke. It doesn't matter who it's directed at, really.
Rob's getting torn a new one in the chat. This is great.
I don't care.
I should laugh.
No, shouldn't laugh. So anyway, I thought we could take this from a few different directions, and we could start off with what tools does every new modeler need? So, what do you think? What do you think if you're brand new to the hobby? So you've just gone out and you've got a train set. You got a train set for Christmas, or you're coming back to the hobby and you've just gone out and bought a train set off eBay or something like that. You've got it out on your dining room table, and what tool do you need from there? With your hair, mate, yes.
It does everything. Does it lubricate locomotives?
Hilton, you need to store all of your hairspray. You know, like how some people store their beer cans or their Monster cans or something like that on a shelf. You need to do that for Dun Roman, but with all the hairspray that you've used, and use different brands every time.
Everything.
Can I say, you're using hairspray for static grass, right?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
For
Okay.
I've just
scenery
got
in
this
general.
image of that's how you do scenery. You just spray the hairspray on the board.
No,
It
he's
starts to appear.
what he's doing is he's getting everything. He's getting a tree and going Scotland.
Hairspray for Scotland.
Scotland.
You just tell it what you want to come out at the end, do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a dial on the back. Yeah, you set it. What is it? Moorland.
What are you doing?
Lush trees.
So right. So while I get the input from the lads, you guys in the chat, let me know what you think. What tools you think a new modeler needs. So we'll go we'll go bottom to top. Max.
You've stitched me up.
Yeah, I have stitched you up. You were keeping an eye on you there.
Rob's gone.
I've gone to get my my recommended tool.
Oh,
Your hairspray.
I haven't got any. But mate, that must be my problem.
but you got more hair than it.
I think depending on what the train set is and what the stock's made of, can't go wrong with some screwdrivers.
I was going to say screwdrivers, yeah.
Like a jeweler set.
Yeah.
Like a jeweler set. Yeah.
So yeah. Well, yes, there's a product for that.
I was
if you're
supposed to.
starting out.
I was supposed to star that, not show it.
Damn it! I need some hairspray, boys.
Yeah, hairspray. Hairspray will fix Tom Roll.
I'm gonna go get some tomorrow.
I mean, this
Okay.
does raise the question of what is a tool, because hairspray.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
A tool is a very vague. It's very vague.
Oh, the power.
We'll go from
Okay.
bottom to top, and I'll shuffle the deck.
In this casino, I always win. I am the house. Right.
Such a
let's
bitch.
move up. Let's move up.
Oh,
No, that's allowed, unfortunately. It's
the
not
chat's
against
kicking
the...
off.
Okay, hang on. Hang on.
What's the difference
Right.
between jeweler screwdrivers and just small screwdrivers? And screwdrivers that are far away?
Normally the size, yeah.
Normally the side. Rob, what do you think every new modeler should get?
Mine's gonna be a bit more high tech than a set of
No.
screwdrivers.
New
Purely
modelers.
He's not trying to show me up or anything, is he?
No, well, I'm thinking if you're gonna be making a layout, right, as a new modeler, you're gonna want something to cut your track, something to do a decent job, maybe even if you're really brave, you could use it to cut your baseboards. And I'm
you-
talking a one of them, a rotary tool. Yeah.
You want to hand a 10-year-old child a rotary tool?
No. No, I don't. No.
See, I'm
But a new
literally
mo-
about what
and
you used to
that's-
build a layout with, but I thought we're not quite there yet.
To be fair,
I wish I had one of these when I first started.
You mean when you first started as a 10-year-old, or when you
Oh, fuck.
restarted?
I've just got this picture. It's Christmas Day. Rob's unwrapping the present.
Okay.
And it's multi-tool.
All right.
I had a
All right.
tool.
For? Oh, that's the other present.
Phil has just pointed out the alternate universe Soviet flag.
So does the cotton buds go on the drill, or?
Oh.
Well, you say that in Hilt's latest video, he did have a plastic spoon and a drill. So
I was impressed by that. Yeah.
I was very impressed by that. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what? That makes me. That reminds me of those videos where they go to stir their tea with a drill with a spoon in it.
Oh yeah.
just.
I was thinking. So Rob, yeah, the multi-tool, is that for when your loco doesn't work? So my solution was screwdrivers, so you can open it up. But you're thinking just cut it in half.
Just cut it.
Well,
Just get rid
do
of
you know
it.
what? It's funny that because someone said something about using it on Tom Rolt, and it was actually used on Tom Rolt. It actually was.
How's it work now?
It's broken. But it was made to fit the motor inside the boiler, so it wasn't because of that. Fucking
Okay.
hell.
Right. Ah, whoa.
Okay. Shall I
Hang
just
on.
go with the rest of you and say screwdrivers?
Yes, 4 sets of screwdrivers. That's
This
what
is
you
great.
need.
This is exactly what people. This is exactly what new modelers need. Tom, save us. Something other than screwdrivers, please.
And a rotary tool and
Drivers
hairspray.
Screws.
Track rubbers.
Track rubber. See, there you are. A sensible purchase.
I was also going to say screwdrivers and but possibly a conrod spanner. That will
A conrod spanner. That's
maybe.
yeah. That's not bad.
If you want, I mean, but then again, that's taking the coupling rods off. Do you want to do that when you're beginning, or?
Well, yeah, I'm being a bit pessimistic with my suggestion, thinking that you buy your train set and then immediately you have to take it apart. Same goes with the conrod spanner.
I mean, it depends on if you run it on the carpet or not.
Oh, what? Oh, honestly, why would anyone do that?
I have
Yeah.
no idea, mate.
And of course, the carpet is no place for a model railway.
It's possibly a concrete floor.
Pure dust-free concrete.
Like
No, I like that idea. I like the idea of a track rubber or a track cleaning car or something
Yes,
like that. I think.
Although
that's
they don't really. Although I find because I've seen quite a few being used at my club and they never seem to do anything.
Yeah,
Cars.
there's only one I know of that actually does its job, and it's extortionately priced because it's made of pure brass.
Oh, the tank wagon one.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
only one I've seen that
Oh.
actually does the job, and that's because it's heavy as frick.
I built one. So I saw an article that showed that literally it was a block of hardwood and then 2 nails and then drill 2 holes in the underside of a boxcar. And the article said as soon as you add springs and things and overcomplicate it, it just doesn't work. But yeah, just the gravity of the block. Of
Yeah.
course, you can replace the block or remove it if you don't want it to look like a track cleaning car for an operating session. Yeah, it does the job quite well.
I was going to say track cleaning ailment as well. I know that there's a fair few people that have done modifications to the Dapol one. So if you watch McKinley, they have a cleaning train of 3, and they've modified each of them to do a separate job, and it seems to work. I know that Dib Shunting layout or Dib Shunting Yard on YouTube and on Instagram. He's also building one out of a CUV van and is documenting it. So I hope that hope he does that as more of a DIY and a video sort of thing. But I think that's a great idea, Tom.
Do we have a winner of each round? Is that when
No,
you say,
no, we don't.
when you say it
we're
like
not,
that?
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not
me.
there yet. It's me.
I mean, I'm not competitive,
me.
but it did sound like Tom won. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
you
it
can't
is.
award yourself. You can't give yourself an award, James.
Well,
Laurie did.
People
just said you
don't
always
do that
win.
kind of thing.
I am the house. Don't make me move you to the bottom of the pile.
Sorry, come on.
Laurie did,
This is true. I want to actually. I think for new modelers, I want to say something maybe that's a little bit controversial, and I want to say a magazine subscription.
Oh. I
Yeah?
wouldn't have thought that was a tool.
To
but
nuts.
It's definitely useful.
No, it's. I would. It's a book. It's a magazine, and it
maybe
will have
if-
information.
Zoo magazine.
Maybe if
Yes,
the
yes.
issue has a set of
Playboy.
screwdrivers included.
Maybe,
That would count.
That's true.
Uh,
I started when I first got into Hornby. Within the first year, I got in. I joined the Hornby Collectors Club, but because you also back then used to get a free loco when you joined.
And that was
now
the tool.
you now you don't get that.
No, I still got my my file folder with all the old Hobby Collectors magazines.
So you're saying a magazine subscription for a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
But yes,
You need to read.
as part of your Christmas present, you buy them a train set, and then you hand them the first edition of a magazine, and then in a month's time, when the next one turns up, they go, I've read this one, and
Actually-
it has all this information. Maybe this one will have, oh, look at the pictures in this one. I
That's
loved
brought back
magazines
a
when I loved
Yeah,
magazines when I was growing up and started modeling. I absolutely look forward to the next magazine that was coming out.
that's brought back a memory that has, because my stocking filler gift on Christmas Day was usually an issue of Model Railroader.
Oh, okay.
Which is,
I think great idea. I think genuinely a great idea and if anything, it keeps the magazine business alive. Because we're in that digital age now. I mean, whether you want to tailor it to do the online stuff because your kid has a tablet and they can control their trains through the tablet and whatever, fine. But a monthly subscription is a perfect tool. A year's subscription to a magazine is a perfect idea. I mean, I was subscribed to the EM Gauge Society from literally the month I came back into the hobby, and I decided I wanted to hand build my track. Yes, I know, big mistake. I didn't sign to the Scale 4 forum. I decided no, EM is probably the better thing for me, and I had those newsletters, and I've had them for 2 years, and I'm still part of it, and the information I get out of it and the things that I get out of it are great. It's a little bit more tailored because, of course, it's EM. But the principle is the same. So I think a magazine subscription is it is a tool.
But do you keep all your copies, or do you throw away after?
Yes. No, I have them all up there. I even printed while I had the chance. I went out and printed all of the back issues.
wow.
I spent quite a bit of money on paper pre-printing the back issues, because the problem is that as part of that society, the same thing as other subscriptions, when you come out of that subscription, you lose access. So all of the resources, all of the back issues and things like that, I printed and I now have in folders in case I want to go back and refer to something.
Wow. That's a really good. I wish I thought of that, because I basically had some magazines dating back to 2018.
Well,
because I read them.
The tickety talk. Is that like the sound that the stock makes when it goes over the rail joints?
I think you're thinking trickety truck.
Yeah. That's it.
Gubbin, you missed it. We shouted you out.
Yeah.
We did.
I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we're all very tempted to completely drop what we're doing.
And I don't do
Rob
Endgame.
is selling his ex.
Well, funny you should say that because Gubbins, I will actually be buying that River-esque tomorrow morning. So you'll have an order from the kiln line tomorrow.
Ooh.
Christmas
So there we are.
I've just
There
talked
we are,
myself
so-
into it.
You've
That's
talked
that's
yourself into it right now. There you
know
are.
what-
We,
yeah.
we expect it now. We expect it.
I
So,
wanna mention- Oh, sorry.
You'll be.
no, I'm trying to wrap it up so we can move on. Sorry. So, there we are. Screwdrivers, more screwdrivers, a track rubber, and a magazine subscription for new modelers.
A partridge in a pear tree. Yeah.
Yes. So, we've got several people saying screwdrivers. So, Ori said screwdrivers. Lukash said screwdrivers. Bruce said Pico tool starter set is an obvious choice. I think that's not a bad shout. Honestly,
Because
I
there's
don't
more.
think that's a bad
There's
shout.
more than one as well. There's the tool starter set and then the track lay.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Especially with that panel.
Charlie. Yes, exactly. Agreed. Charlie mentions also a loco cradle, which I think we'll get onto in a few moments with my next bit coming up. Don't get jeweler screwdrivers, horrible things. Far better small screwdriver sets are now available. Yes, I know. I mentioned jeweler screwdrivers because it was the first thing that popped into my mind, and I have a set of them that I use myself.
I got this set for free from Temu, and it's got. I've used this for like 2 years, and it's never let me down. It's got everything you could possibly want in there, and it fit. And it does all the way. It does all from N gauge locomotives all the way up to O gauge. It's got everything.
I
Is
am
it labelled as
contractually
such?
obligated not to mention that company.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm not. So
I'm not.
Jog on.
I'm not. I work for I work for a rival company, but I'm not. I'm not obligated to not mention them.
Umit.
She's buy from James Company.
He works for Umit.
I work for Umit. I work for Daddy Bezos.
is that what you call him when he rings you?
Oh,
Hello,
that's what we
Daddy.
call him we call him that all the time. It's hilarious. Multiple screwdriver sets, maybe better than jeweler screwdrivers. Then we have a few people as well. So Peter, welcome Peter. I think this might be the first time I've seen you there, or I might be completely misremembering. So please forgive me. Pico track rubber. Peachy also agrees with you, Tom. A track rubber is an essential piece of kit. Then we've got multi-tools. I think a multi-tool is essential for anybody. I think everybody in the entire universe should own a multi-tool.
I'm sorry, I don't have a multi-tool.
No, I think that's one of the essential things that everybody should own is a multi-tool.
When I build a baseboard, it's like Wallace out of A Grand Day Out. Without
I've
the
had
knife.
this. I've had this one since I was 10.
Wondering where mine is.
Genuinely, I have had this one since I was 10, and I use it all the bloody time. Mainly because I'm allowed to carry knives here. Anyway, moving on.
I'm Swiss.
I'm Swiss. No, that one's a British Army knife.
Oh,
Phil says cotton buds. Cotton buds is a great shout. I think every modeler should have
With a
cotton
bit of
buds.
meths.
Track cutters, cocktail sticks, and small paintbrushes. I think we'll probably get to those things in a few moments. Flexible mini torches with a magnetic head for finding those screws and crank pins you inevitably drop every time you're stripping something down. It's very specific, Johnny.
that was great.
Have you had much experience with this? New modelers, a good screwdriver, track rubber, and necessary items to go with renumbering, renaming, and weathering, etc. So I think when it comes to that sort of customization, I think we can categorize that as something different because there's a whole level of cake you can do with that, and a new modeler, I don't know if they would be doing that specifically, or at least trying that straight off the bat.
Can you remember what you did as a first-time modeler?
And then train train
Software.
guy. My first tool, I think my first tool I actually spent money on was a multimeter.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think the first tool I actually spent money on was a multimeter, and that's because I was also learning electronics with my uncle at the time. So my uncle was helping me do. I was doing all the track laying and the designing and everything, but he's an electrical engineer. So at the same time, he was sort of passing on that knowledge while building a model railway. You know, so everything was done with solenoid switches, and I was doing all the wiring and doing everything, and he, you know, point things out to me. And one of the things I actually went out and bought with my own pocket money was a multimeter.
Okay.
So
That's something I wouldn't have thought to myself. I think I would have picked something, like I said, like a track rubber, or that's quite thinking outside the box sort of thing.
Welding kit. Is that for a new modeler, is it?
Yeah, what gauge is this starter set? Is it?
I was going to say, this is a gauge
7.25.
Okay, so there we are. So we've got quite a few things that have popped in while I've been talking absolute nonsense. So what about let's move on to you're a little bit more experienced and you're getting into maybe kit building, you're getting into servicing locomotives, or you're building you know, scenic kits or wagon kits or something like that. What do you think as part of that side of modelling is essential? Rob is holding a dead Tom Rolt in a loco cradle.
Everybody needs an Irish Pete. Because
it's Irish Pete.
That will definitely force them into tinkering with
Using a loco cradle, yeah.
and exceeding their whiskey tolerance twice over weekly.
Yeah.
Irish Pete, whiskey not included.
I'm sure Tom will agree here. Having a decent locomotive cradle can make the difference between getting frustrated over servicing your locomotive because it keeps falling over when you've got it sat upright on a table, or meaning you've got an extra hand to service said locomotive. You know, it can be a game changer, and it means you can do it a bit more intricately and a bit more carefully, and also protects the locomotive as well, doesn't it? So
yeah.
Especially when you put it together properly.
Yes, and you very kindly. I made a video where I put together. I didn't know what these two screws were. Then it turned out they stopped the mount from rotating, and but there wasn't the instructions. There was no pictures, no mention of it at all. They're just two random screws.
Yeah.
Okay.
So loco cradle was a great idea. It is a really good idea. I think everyone should have one. I currently use a spice rack shelf and a tea towel.
That's still good, you know.
Because it just works.
It's still good.
Yeah,
it works.
Some some people just use a sponge with the middle taken out, don't they? It's something to hold the locomotive.
A pool noodle cut down the middle is brilliant.
It's something, as long as it holds the locomotive still and doesn't damage the paintwork. It's a locomotive cradle, and it will save you so much aggravation. It's just something so simple, yet people don't tend to have them.
You can also use the box that it comes in sometimes.
Yeah,
I find that helps.
If it's tight enough.
If I can't find the service cradle because I put it, like I was on. There's a lot of stuff in my workshop. But
yeah, no, I completely. I
totally agree with Gubbin's box on his next thing as well, because with the same kit as my rotary tool, I also have a cordless soldering iron, and it's the best thing, one of the best tools I've bought.
I wouldn't use that on your flat wagon though.
No, it's plastic. Melt. I wouldn't use that on that. No.
Yeah. No.
But tell you what, I wish I took this down to Slough with me to fix that point motor on Halesfield. It would have been so useful.
Oh god,
I might have to find one of those.
I've tried using one of those ones at my club because I've got a soldering service station. No, sorry, a soldering station, not a service station. And as only recently I've had to use the the chargeable ones, and I've always felt that either you don't get enough heat for what you're trying to do, or
Well,
Need more power.
this one goes up to 400 degrees. This one does, and it just runs off a drill battery. That's all. That's what it is.
You mean it charges off a drill battery?
But it's powered off a drill battery.
But you just said it was wireless.
It is. Well, it's wireless. It doesn't plug into anything. That's
But there's
it.
a wire there. There's quite clearly a wire. Why can't you have the battery
Okay,
on
it doesn't
the
need the
handle?
mains, all right?
Okay, that's a good point. That's good. That's right. I wouldn't have
You have
thought
to
to
have
use
the battery on the handle and then plug it round just so that you can say it's
I wouldn't have thought to use a drill battery. That's actually
I
quite clever.
didn't. I'm not taking away from the fact the drill battery is brilliant, but I was not when he showed the original things like, oh, it's a wireless, cordless thing, and then holds up a drill battery like, here's all the spaghetti that goes with it.
It still means I can have a soldering iron where I need it rather than having to rely on the main supply. So it makes all the difference.
But also, if you're going to use a soldering iron, I think the best thing to do is, I mean, for me personally, because when I first get building, like gets to brass, I always find it best to join a club and actually find a mentor if you can.
I love that.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's how I learned how to build kits. Because my club's it's a model engineering society which has 00 and O gauge layouts and stuff. And the person I learned to build kits from taught me how to use solder, which is the best solder to use and stuff, and which flux to go for and things, and etc. And you just you pick these skills up, you learn as you go along. But also, it's best to have sit down and have somebody help. When I first started, I had somebody build a kit with me. Sorry, I had Mike, my mentor. He built a kit with me, and in between, I would sort of have a go myself. So I would every week I'd come down to the club, and I'll do a bit, and then he'd show me some more what I can use and things, and you pick things up. It's best to. It could work for any other beginners, modelers. Just find someone to show you something.
Love this. I love this. Great. Yeah. I need a mobile phone.
Hello? Yeah, I'm under the layout.
Just put the thing up. Sorry, I think that's a great suggestion. I think joining a club, but would you extend that to? I mean, I know there's a lot of discussion around YouTube communities and online social media communities and things like that. Do you think that's now a viable thing? I mean, I think that's a viable tool nowadays to be able to join these online groups and things like that.
I think so. Yeah, for soldering and brass making, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, I know there's like, for example, I'm part of. There's a wagon group on Facebook called the Clearinghouse.
Oh
and,
yeah, I'm part of that.
And it's the people there showcasing all of the wagons that they're building to specific diagrams through kit builds, and they always explain some of the processes and some of the kits and things that they do, and I find it absolutely fascinating. And occasionally you get a conversation in there where they start divulging the information of what things they've used, how they've done things, where they've sourced materials and things like that. So, I think making sure you're joining, maybe if you're joining the right groups, you're joining the right communities. It might not just be a club and joining a mentor, which is honestly, I would say is the pinnacle of that. Find a mentor, find someone physically that you can sit down and talk to you, not just to guide you, but to scrutinize your work.
Yes, I also use
the important thing.
I also use the Right Tracks DVDs with
Oh yeah.
What's his surname? Sorry, Tony.
Right.
Sorry, just the chat. I was laughing at you.
Oh, sorry. Let me just double check.
Join a club. You'll definitely find a tool or two there.
There are 100% tools at clubs. 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 100% tools
It was
No, Aaron, no. You're not past watershed
Tony
yet.
Wright. Sorry, Tony Wright. Tony Wright.
Oh,
I
yes.
watched these DVDs in between. Obviously, learning from Mike and everything, and of course, you know, it's just to sort of start things off. If you've got a basic idea of how brass is meant to work, then sorry, I keep missing. Then you can, yeah. Once you've got a basic idea of how everything's meant to go together and things, you can kind of you can learn from that. I mean, it's the same as like driving, like learning to drive, like doing a driving test. You know, you learn to drive after you pass your test, essentially. No, it's not.
Metaphorical.
Yeah.
Have you been doing your test wrong? Should you be allowed on the road?
I mean, it's true for motorways, isn't it?
This is true. This is true.
Sorry,
I'll give you that.
I was just trying to think of a way to be clever, but yeah.
No. I think your point is very valid.
What I was trying to say is, it's kind of like you don't have to sit with them the whole time. If you kind of get the basic idea of what you're doing, then
yes,
you should be able to sort of follow on from there. And of course, you can go back when you need more advice and things.
Yeah. I understand that.
So straight up and fly right.
Okay, Max. What about you, mate?
Mine is the after that wholesome moment of mentors and all of that. I'm going to go with the steel rule.
The steel rule is a great idea.
Yes.
I just use it for everything. The cutting, the measuring, the checking if something's straight, if you're laying your track. Well, hang on. Whoa, hang on. This isn't a contest on who's got the longest.
I've got two.
Well, because actually, I'm finding it's the 6-inch that I use more. Because with the 12,
I've got one.
It sort of gets in the way. Let's talk about hairspray. No, we're measuring the hairspray.
No, we're measuring the hairspray.
We're lining the hairspray up.
Max's mentor, the steel rule. Rule one is the steel rule.
Hang on. Maybe we could all have layouts like Hilton if we just used hairspray for everything.
Just use hairspray. That's how you build a layout.
Shit.
Just sing the songs from musicals. You're doing it like if you're doing a British Railways, like "Welcome to the '60s."
Using the hairspray, making the layouts.
No, so coming back to reality, Max, I think a steel rule is a great idea.
Steel rule.
I think a steel rule is a great idea. In many sizes, we don't talk about this. Your size is for you. You choose what you need to do. You use what you need to. But I think a steel rule is a great idea.
Actually, what's so funny?
Because it's much easier to find plastic ones, but the steel,
they just don't cut it.
Yeah.
Also, make sure.
You're not supposed to cut things with it.
No, but if you're getting a steel
you kind of
rule,
are, but you don't cut the rule.
Make
you
sure
cut things
you
with
get.
it.
Make sure you get the one with the embossed lines, not the printed ones, but the actual physically embossed ones.
Oh yeah.
You can make the
Absolutely.
ASMR noises like you're doing now.
Yeah.
and also turns into an instrument as well.
Mine even has a conversion table on the back.
Sam,
oh gosh, yours can do maths.
Oh my days.
yours got
he's got
a
a
degree or something,
calculator.
a fancy pants steel rule.
It's a precursor for a Terminator. So Sam, actually, we're waiting for Hilton to get back to us from Nivea for a hairspray advert. That would be a hairspray sponsorship. Would be great.
Maybe the layout's worth it. Maybe it's hairspray.
I miss me.
Fuck's sake, Max. Moving on. So
maybe
I think
it's proper chuffed. No,
maybe
sorry,
it's proper chuffed.
Proper sprayed.
Proper sprayed.
Proper hair.
Proper layered. Anyway, I think for me, I think files, a decent file set.
Yes.
And 2 of them. One for white metal and one for everything else.
Yes, I think I've made this mistake.
Because
every day.
The last thing you want is to chunk up one set with white metal bits and then start transferring that elsewhere and not doing anything with it because it's all caked in it.
But you can
I
get
would
white,
suggest-
you can get white brushes to get the white bits off.
Yes, but
Yes, that's another good tool. That was a suggestion.
Yes,
I
yes,
did
a
go,
wire
the,
brush.
a suede brush, I think.
a suede brush. Yeah, that's
yeah.
not a bad idea.
It's got all the things. So on files, I would suggest jeweler's files, but I think Bruce
Yeah.
would get upset if we mentioned any more
Well, I
jeweler's
think-
stuff. Because apparently
think,
it's
you know-
small tools that are better than jeweler's tools. I don't.
Well, I mean,
It's not the size, mate. It's how you use it.
Well, this is it. Jeweler's
Yeah.
tools for jeweling. No, we can't do
Jeweler's
that.
tools for jeweling.
Yes.
I think I think that could also include brooches.
Mhm.
I think a decent broaching tool is a good idea as well.
I don't actually have that. Yeah.
It's something I've recently picked up.
I do
while
the
I've been
naughty
dabbling
thing.
in. Yeah.
File.
Oh, I was also going to suggest you can also use emery boards.
Gosh.
I'm waiting for the penny to drop. I'm just going to leave this here while we wait for the penny to drop.
Right,
I can't even drink.
and I dropped the penny.
Ba, 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 ba.
Sorry.
This would be a great drinking game, wouldn't it?
What,
I feel
Tom
bad
Rock?
because
No. Every time Rob looks away to fix something, put a wagon back on the layout, we all just sit there and start drinking until he looks at the screen again.
I'm paying attention. I'm still listening. I can do two things at once. I'm not,
to be
So
fair,
you're a
Rob,
woman now.
You're not
to
a
be fair,
man.
Rob's next to
Hang on.
his brush, he's trying to show us what he's got.
no.
Getting soppy for a minute.
I know it's past
friends
water
are a
time,
good
so we can't have that. Rob.
We can't have that yet. Friends are a good tool when you need advice, help, or need to talk. Unfortunately, you who are all my friends are definitely we are all tools. We are all tools to the slave of the world.
Apparently, especially me.
Especially you, Rob. You are the
Fuck
biggest.
you all.
You are the second biggest tool of them all. The second biggest tool of them all.
Friend? What utter bollocks.
Nobody has
friend.
friends. Friends.
Train friends.
Train friends. Model train friends. So Charlie wants to we all need to acknowledge that Charlie is ditching his meth habit and switching to isopropyl alcohol.
So he said meth not even once. That's the line, isn't it?
So I actually agree with this. I think having a supply of isopropyl alcohol is a good idea. You never know
I
when you might
believe
need to clean something or get rid of some oil or something like that. Clean the wheels of your locomotives. I know a lot of people think methylated spirits are better, but I think the higher proof isopropyl alcohol I think that's the better option. As close as you can get to 100%. I think 97, 98, 99% IPA if you can get it. Wow, it smells like alcohol.
I have some arriving tomorrow, hopefully.
I only just found a local supplier for mine, and I bought 3
Local
liters
dealer.
of it. I bought 3 liters of it.
To your local dealer, they're all out of meth, but they had.
They're
some
all out of
IPA.
meth, but they got. It's funny you say that, actually. So then Stephen says, for those in the UK, Lidl's Parkside range, I get Parkside too.
See, Parkside make plastic kits of wagons. This is very confusing to steal the
Okay, the Lidl Parkside. Lidl Parkside.
name. The little one, the smaller, as opposed to the O-scale Parkside.
But they do a lot of good entry-level tools. So if you don't want to spend your money if you're only using it for your model railway, you're not doing serious work with it, I think it's a fantastic range that you can get into, for sure. So I agree with that one there. Phil says an iFixit screwdriver set for strip downs and taking locos apart. This one, and I think this goes along with what my backup this would have gone with what my backup would have been, and it's something I only bought recently. So
Oh,
tiny
God,
bags to keep bits of
God,
bobs
yeah.
in. Magnetic trays.
Yeah.
This thing has been an absolute godsend in recent months. So for sure, little
Funny
bags
thing-
and things.
One thing on the tiny bags was when you bought kits like resin locos and stuff. I think Rob's diesel actually might be the case. You get each part in a tiny bag, and it's you can reuse these. And yeah, it got to a point where I had a whole this collection of tiny little plastic bags, with a little seal on the top. And I thought there's probably only two kind of known uses for this, and model trains is one of them. Why have you got all these tiny bags? Model trains, yes.
Can somebody in the chat do me a favor? And I want somebody needs to create us a thumbnail for an upcoming stream of Hilton holding a can of hairspray.
Well, actually, a better idea. How about
Or
this?
even better, Hilton, go and take a selfie of yourself holding a can of hairspray, looking surprised, so we can use that later.
Well, I think
Because you seem to love hairspray.
How about just put his face on John Travolta in Hairspray?
Because Hairspray is the musical. I've known nothing about it, but yeah, starring Hilton. Hairspray.
Grease starring Hilton.
Next week's reel sorted, lads.
That's next week's reel sorted. There you are. Right,
Grease
so
is
let's
the
go
word.
through. Let's go grease. No, hairspray is the word.
Yeah.
So this goes back to what we were talking about in the previous one with the track rubber. So the main complaint from newbie TT120 customers is I've been running my set for 6 months continuously. Why does my loco not run so well? Have you cleaned the track? Why?
Oxidization is a factor.
Oxidization.
And dust. Bit of dust.
Dust. Bit of dust.
Anybody? No.
Anybody
dust.
know dust? You can tell when we grew up, Rob.
Yeah.
I know. It's got 0 calories in dust, you know.
Yeah. I can't use the file. I'm a lady. No, sorry.
If you eat half the cake, you get half the calories, and then you could eat twice as much. We're digressing. So I think a basic soldering, basic soldering iron kit in case any locos need a rewire is handy, and a metal ruler for kits, not soldering. Yeah, I agree. Metal ruler is a great idea. Syringe for oil, a Dremel, and a soldering iron. I think a Dremel is more of an advanced tool rather than handing it to a 10-year-old.
They'll learn very quickly how to be safe with it.
And then Redhampton here, possibly a little controversial. The way things are going, an entry-level 3D printer could easily feature here. I completely agree with this.
What is the way things are going? Sorry.
Well, kids these days are more fascinated with their tablets and computers and things like that. And I can already tell my daughter is 4 years old. And she knows how to use the TV. She can use the TV remote to find her favorite program on YouTube. She can go through, she knows where the internet browser is on the laptop. She's figuring things out very, very quickly. A lot, and I think with the way that technology is and the way that 3D printing is going now, young modelers are going to pick that up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And I think a basic entry, considering you can get there's the Geetek Alcade resin 3D printer, which is what, €100, 100 quid, which is still it's a very entry level one, and I've used it, and it's a fantastic little machine for beginners. It's I think 3D printing is slowly becoming the next big thing. For sure. Yeah, we're looking at Gubbin box models. We've got Tom Marshall, all of these retailers that are popping up that are using that kind of thing. It's going to happen, and they're learning it in school now.
Do you know what? Me and Matt went to the Basingstoke and Northants Open Day a few months ago, and there was a someone had made an O gauge brass kit of a Toad brake van, and the guy who did it was a 13-year-old kid.
Of a brass kit.
Brass kit. He'd soldered it. It was based in Stoke Club. He had a mentor how to do it. He built this brass kit from scratch, like from the kit manufacturer, but it looked like an experienced modeler had done it. This boy was only 13. You know, it was mad.
Is James
I've
just
got one of
fetching his
those.
Toad? Oh, also O gauge or?
No, it's a Falcon Brassworks, an AA1 Toad brass kit.
Is that an early one then? I'm not too familiar on Toad diagrams.
It's one of the early It's one of the early 3 axles.
Because the other week Rapido announced that they were going to do a rerun of their wagons in the red livery, and immediately there was sort of, what brake van goes with this?
What brake van goes with that? Not the one they've done already.
No, definitely.
Foreshadowing there. Foreshadowing.
So you might find the value of your kit's going to go up, but do build it. We do want to see it.
Yes.
The joke will be on you, Aaron, and that's where I'm leaving that.
I missed the.
Does she like the correct railway like her father, James? She likes Thomas the Tank Engine. So, and she likes her Class 03. She likes her Class 03 that she got in the train set. That's about as much as she gets. So there you are. We've got 3D printers. We've got everything but hairspray.
That's how you seal it all in.
That's how you seal it all in. IPA, glue, little bits like that. Now, the last category that I had in mind is right up Hilton Street. Scenery. Now, once you've become a beginner modeler and you've made your first layout, you followed your Hornby track mat or your soon-to-be Bachmann track mat, and you've done all the little bits and that, and you've decided you're going to make your Mark II, and you're going to explore with your own scenery. What scenery tools do you think are essential?
Static grass applicator.
Yes.
Static grass applicator.
It often easy to get phased in. So the first one I had was homemade, but I eventually ended up getting a knock one, and I'm not sure the prices of them now, but there definitely was sort of a hesitancy on the price of them. But just remember, you can use that on every layout you ever build.
So
Just don't press the end of it.
I was watching. Who was it? I was watching recently. So of course I've seen Hilton's latest video, and if you haven't, go and watch his Wonky Lock because it's a great video. But I saw someone was using a static grass applicator, and you always see where they, you have the little crocodile clip at the end, and they're poking it on the ground. And it might have been no, it was Peachy. It was Chris. Chris, I watched one of your videos. Rob's dead. Quick, talk about him behind his back.
He's spaced out so much, he's disappeared.
Aha, he's disappeared. Yeah. So yeah, I was watching your static grass tips the other day, and I see a lot of these people poking they poke the thing onto the actual grass. And then Chris came up with the idea of just tape a rod to it and clip the rod to the thing, so you try and keep the charge as close to the grass as possible, and it sticks back up again.
I've done with that. One is putting it.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought, why the frick isn't that like a part of it at all? I saw in Joseph, that model railway guy, in the recent video he did that first, but then he goes back over it with just the static cup to make it lift up again and stick up, which I thought was also brilliant. But I thought, well, what's the point of that thing then? If it's not really doing much.
Well, it's creating the other pole. So I've attached it to a pin or a nail and then put that in the scenery. The other one you can do if you're putting grass down the side of track, you can clip it to the rail.
Yeah.
And then that whole length is live. But one thing I gather to note on static grass application is using the right glue. Because if it's El Cheapo PVA, it can form a skin, which then insulates the circuit.
Yes.
El Cheapo.
I actually made that mistake.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. That's a bad reference.
No. The El Cheapo is fine.
One interesting
They
tip
have small little bags, and now it's El Cheapo. Yeah.
One tip I've learned from Tom Foster was, you can mix. If you're going to apply grass, make sure you mix the two colours together. So otherwise, you just got all the same grass in one patch, sort of thing. It's best to sort of mix different shades.
Yes, although I found in personal experience, going back over it, so doing the one colour and then putting another colour, and then going it in patches and things. Because one time I sort of mixed it all together in the bin and then put it down, and because it was even, then all the colours had mixed together uniformly. It didn't really work. It didn't look good at all, I felt.
Okay.
Well, see, so this is why I think the standard application, just tapping it on the ground and doing things like that, provides maybe a more natural effect, because you have some that stick up, some that don't, and things like that. But I don't know, I like it when, especially you have that like 2 mil grass and all of it is stood up on end.
Sort of a furry.
Sort of that furry kind of thing, and then you complement that with the 4 mil or the 6 mil or your scatter or something like that might fall all over the place, or be waving with the wind and things like that, which is something I would love to see. All of the grass swaying in one direction. I would love to see that. Comb your grass. Just get a little nick comb or something and just comb the grass over, like you comb your hair over to one side.
I have seen somewhere, someone going over it with the wrong end of a paintbrush to sort of tease it about a bit. But yeah, so next time you think or get told to touch grass, get the static applicator out.
Just don't touch the end of the applicator.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, just don't touch it. It's like telling your mate, don't touch go and touch that electrical fence over there. It's not going to hurt you. It's only for cows, and actually it's 240 volts.
Don't touch the stove.
Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, but my first one. So again, when my girlfriend got together first time, I taught her how to use the application. She aced it first time.
So it's also a good date idea.
Yeah,
great date idea. Look at that. Yeah. Flocks and trees.
And they say you shouldn't work with your partners on your modelling. Well, it works for us.
I think that's a good shout. I like the static grass applicator. I think for me, Hilton has already mentioned hairspray, and I think hairspray is an absolutely. I don't know. I mean, he mentioned it. He mentioned it once, and it was at the beginning of the stream. Just
over my head.
Completely over our head.
Yeah.
But I think getting a grasp at paper mache, and I know it's an old method. And I have to say it's an old method, but I think it's something everybody has to try once as part of modelling. Because I don't know how kids are doing it these days, but when growing up in school, paper mache used to be the thing you do in arts and crafts. It was always, you soak your paper in watered down PVA and you make a sculpture of something, and you had all the local week's newspapers and things like that. Well, when I built my layout, it was chicken wire and papier-mâché.
Yeah, and also when I was a kid, it was it wasn't the static grass. It would have been the little scatters, the little
flock.
Sand, the flock. Or the
flock,
or the sand types, or the sawdust type stuff.
Yeah. That is interesting. It sort of brings up its own topic, how the multiple ways to make hills. I'm very much a polystyrene and plaster person.
That's another thing I've put in the calendar, specifically on making.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah,
we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Exactly.
It's nice to mention it.
No, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. But for me,
Yeah, mod rock. Yeah.
Just trying to
I
think
think
as well.
any of those kinds of whether it's sculptor mold, whether it's DAS modeling clay, whether it's polyfiller.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Yeah, those kinds of substances, having those around and ready to hand can be, even if you buy a tub and it stays sealed and you don't use it for a long time, perfect. Mod rock is another one. I know the other one I was using, the other one I thought of was, wooden scenics have those molds, those rock formation molds. So I was thinking also that is not a bad thing to think of. I mean, it's quite niche if you're thinking about you're making rocks or something, but you never know. So I don't know. Let's have a
Well, you
quick
can also
gander.
like I said in the stream before, if you work in a place where you're likely to buy or to get the materials, for example, like rockeries or stones and things, you can implement that.
Yeah, I
That's the
agree.
real deal.
I agree. It is the real deal.
That's what I use as well. Wire cutter. That's what I used to do.
Hot wire cutter is great.
Oh, another thing you can do, which is actually quite funny, you can use hairspray for this. I think
You can use hairspray.
it helps to. Was it hairspray or was it? It was or a varnish. You can use it to melt the polystyrene. I've used that with my scenics, for example. So if I wasn't sure how I wanted my rockery or my scenic to go, I would spray the varnish over the polystyrene. It would melt it, but it would come up with some interesting little dents in the little caves or something to sort of.
I like that.
As a base, and then you cover it with plaster of Paris, and then you mold with it. That's how I did mine.
I like that. Plaster of Paris is another thing that's for
I learned-
the moldy oldies.
I learned that from Leokin video. If you're wondering.
Okay. I think another one for me, and this sort of goes back to maybe this is more of an advance, and I was thinking I almost wanted to do an advanced category, but we're getting to an hour and 42 minutes now, so we'll slowly start ramping down. But I think laser cutting is slowly becoming very prominent in the model railway world, not just for retailers, but for individual users as well. So I've used Templot, which is a track plan diagram creating software that has a lot of calculations in it and does wondrous things. But at the end of it, it can spit out STL files, or it can spit out files for laser cutting to create your templates for building turnouts or for building track or whatever. But you've also got Lightburn. You can build Phil at PG Prototypes, which I think I shouted out in the last video, the last stream I was in. Is he created all of his own buildings for his layout and designed them all in Lightburn himself and laser cut them himself. It's becoming prominent that you don't have to go and buy kits now. You can buy a laser cutter yourself, design all your buildings yourself, and then go about and build them all and paint them all without having to go down to the shop and buy your stuff. You just go and buy the wood.
Yeah.
Which I think is phenomenal, honestly.
It's quite easy to get a laser cut now, obviously, but it's also trying to get one that's the right size for if you're trying to do the right side panels and things.
Yes, that's the caveat.
Rather than just like what most people are doing, like on Etsy, for example, they're engraving stuff. That makes sense.
Redhampton is jumping ahead to again another topic that we have coming up in the new year. So I will preface this with we have some opinions on AI. We know we have some friends of the stream that have some opinions on AI, and we are dedicating an entire conversation to that topic in the new year with a very special guest. So keep an eye out for that.
Is it AI guest?
It is an AI guest. We're getting a Japanese waifu in for that.
Ooh. I'll make sure I'm available for that.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
and Tom can see what pillow they have.
Tom can see. Tom's modelling corner just on a waifu AI character.
That's the cheapest cushion I've ever sent to someone.
And the opinions come in. Yes.
That's a very strong stance, Chris. That's a very strong stance. 100% good or bad, who knows? It's a tool, though. Yes, AI is a tool. Exactly. Anyway, so I agree. AI is a tool.
Yeah.
We'll slowly ramp it down here. I think we've covered some good topics. I think we've covered some good things. One last thing I want to ask the both of you now that Rob has disappeared. If there's one tool we haven't mentioned yet that you recommend any modeler to get, what would it be?
I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah.
Just one thing that we haven't spoken about yet that everybody should have.
The pin punch.
Pin punch.
So it's easy to forget about. You think, yeah, the hammer will just do the job, and then
Jeremy
and then
Clarkson.
you just get close enough. But over the years, you find people going, well, this track laying stuff, it's not going well. I can't. The nails are too small. It doesn't. And it's, well, have you tried a pin punch?
Yeah.
And just a light tap. Because I mean, an amusing story back when I was tech class in school was the teacher thought they were funny because they said I held a hammer like a girl, the big hammers with the wasted-in neck, you know, the bit that's ergonomic to hold. You've got to hold it at the
neck.
The one that will hold it at the end. And I sort of look around the class and see everyone else, and they're building their projects with 3mm ply and the wood. And yeah, the nail just bang bends over, and no, you just lightly just drive it in. But yeah, the pin punch, and quite recently actually, I needed to do some track laying on a fiddle yard, and I couldn't find this. And I thought, you know what? Time's against me. I've got to just crack on. And I think 2 attempts in this, yeah, I was like, no, this doesn't work. It's amazing how something so simple makes life so much easier for
completely agree with that.
Driving the pins in.
I completely agree with that.
So yeah, that's mine.
Okay. So there you are. So recommend shunting yard recommendation for tool number 1. Everybody should own a pin punch. Tom, what about you, mate?
Well, actually, this was actually brought up just now in the by PN Trains. It was the fiberglass brush, and I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier because I use it in pretty much all my videos. Funny enough, it was actually funny enough my mentor Mike who recommended it years ago, but he was also so I've been using it ever since. It's very good for washing, for cleaning wheels, for getting grime off like brush sheet and stuff like that, and for cleaning like the you know, if you want the pistons on your models and things, and just various things.
How do
I
you
use
deal
it
with
for
the
cleaning
loose-
track.
How do you deal with the loose fibers though when they come off?
I would. Well, I don't always do this, but I should wear rubber gloves, latex gloves, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It helps me, and then I just rub it off the table. But I mean, brush off the table. But I tend to kind of, you know, it's that thing where you just sort of think, I can't be able to do that now. So I just tend to sort of just do it. And
because I think I heard always try and put something down first for them to.
Yes. I'll put down. I tend to put down like a wooden board or something like that. But
Yeah. I mean, I use fiberglass pencils for track cleaning.
Ooh, does that not cut tiny grooves?
So
or is it just there's an art to it? Is there?
I find there's an art to it, and I mean that in the sense of when I'm building the track and I'm soldering the track and I need to clean bits off. Not actual cleaning of track. When I'm cleaning track, I actually use plywood.
Yes.
I use plywood for cleaning track.
Yep.
It's amazing. It's amazing how a tiny piece of plywood or a plywood timber or something like that works perfectly for taking those hard bits of residue off the top of the rail.
Yeah, despite the comments on track rubbers, I'm more of either a rag for the
Yes.
softer or wood to clean track.
And scraping graphics off weather wagons. Speaking of that, Bunter's Yard recently did a video which fucking amazed me. I'm swearing now because we're almost 2 hours in. It really amazed me. Using a Sharpie on a wagon to remove the decals.
I just don't. Yeah.
That's
how?
Watch the video. What sorcery is this? Watch the video. Literally colours in an entire section of a wagon with Sharpie.
With the tongue out.
And then goes over it with a little bit of a clean, and the decal is gone.
That's great.
Bang!
And
the decal is
bang,
gone.
sillet bang, and the dirt is gone.
I just mentioned. I meant to say that's something I meant to mention.
Oh, Max, you and I
I'm just
get
here for the
along so
references.
well.
Can I just mention you can do that with the fiberglass brush as well? That's what I use to get rid of the tempo printing on.
And that's
I've
that's
got to mention
exactly.
Yeah.
So I've got to mention that.
No. I think
No,
that's a fair shout. Fair shout.
But yeah, I would not have thought to use a Sharpie for that. You know.
Any recommendations for fiberglass pens? I bought a cheap one. It was crap. Honestly, I bought several from Temu, and I've not had issues with them. No, but I bought a
I
specific
thought you
pen.
could say.
No, I am not contractually obligated.
It was
Just
more
morally
amusing if you were.
obligated.
Yeah.
Morally obligated. Morally obligated.
You'll forego your
Um,
morals for a fiberglass pen.
I bought a fiberglass pen and then several packs of the fiberglass inserts.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how quickly you can go through them.
It's also amazing how quickly you can break the fiberglass brush pen that you need to when you rebuild it, and you have to buy another one.
Yes.
I've had the issue where I think I bought the wrong inserts or refills, and the needles just went everywhere.
Ooh.
As soon as you brush something, yeah.
Get a hand vacuum.
Yes.
Get a hand vacuum. Honestly, one of the better things that I've bought. I didn't buy it for modeling, but now it's specifically used for modeling. The hand vacuum is perfect for this kind of
I recently
thing.
got one, yeah.
So Stephen, another tip for this: if you've got some IPA, soak the piece of wood in the IPA for a few minutes before you wipe the track down. You won't regret it.
So there's a combo tool. Got the wood and the IPA.
There's something else you can use. Sorry, I don't want to keep jumping in, but there's another thing that I use that's kind of similar to cotton buds. You can also use makeup removal pads. I use that for track cleaning and also other jobs like removing paint and things. That
Yes,
I've got those for sure. I've got what my girlfriend does actually, funny enough. So
I like that. That's a good idea. I like that at all. So, if anybody in the chat has any additional tools that they think people should be having, before we finish up, one thing we have neglected to mention this entire time. It's a rolling road.
Yeah.
This has been my best purchase in the entire hobby. Like, genuinely, this has been my best purchase in the entire hobby. Do not skimp on a rolling road. And I have to shout out DCC Concepts here. With this
If you
modular...
have to buy one product from them, this is it.
If this is the only product you ever buy from DCC Concepts, buy the rolling road. Because you can use it for multiple gauges. If you if you decide that you are Sam Beeching Jones or James Walker and you're going to change your scale on the fly because something new and shiny has come out, you do not need to go and buy another set of rolling road rollers because it's already there.
But you do need the small screwdriver.
You do need
And
your
thus,
small
and thus we've
screwdriver.
gone full circle with the tools. How neatly planned was that?
Beautiful.
The
Beautiful, Max.
My big regret is I had the Hornby one.
Orchestral. I dare to say orchestrally done. No, I genuinely, I am in. I love this. It has been the best purchase, and I recommend everybody to buy one of these. I know people. I know some people that rave about the Hornby one, and there are many that are on other websites, and I know Fleischmann do one. But this rolling road is an absolute game changer. It really is an absolute game changer. And you can get them in multiple sets. You can get specific size ones if you want. You can get the multi-gauge one. There are two different multi-gauge sets. So you've got the smaller gauge ones, which is HO, OO, ON30, or N009, HOE, whatever. But then they also do one that is the larger scale as well. The larger scales as well, which is fantastic. But also, one thing that actually is on one of my to-buy lists is, so Gauge Master do the wire brush blocks that sit on the rails.
Yeah.
That you can connect together, and you can, and also Pico also do one. Yes. Woodland Scenics do one that is a standalone that oscillates, and you can pin it to the track. And then there's another really expensive one that I think Charlie at Chadwick has as part of his fiddle yard that cleans the wheels as they go. I think something like that is also a fantastic idea. As part of your regular maintenance and servicing, having some oil, an oil kit or something like that, and a dedicated track cleaner is a very good investment.
Is there an oil kit you can recommend?
Super Lube. No, I think
Just
off the top of my head, I can't. So I bought one from Richard at Roads of Rails, which is he's got a super grease and a super lube, tube grease and a super lube, which is one silicone based, one oil based. But I know that I think Loctite do some certain bits, but there's another model manufacturer, a very well-known model manufacturer that does small oil applicators, and somebody who is much more versed in this than me will probably know who that is. LaBelle? Is it LaBelle?
I think so.
That rings a bell. But there are some dedicated model oil manufacturers, whether that's RC models or railway models or whatever. There are some dedicated lubricant manufacturers out there. So I definitely recommend some of that.
I use my lube. The one I use is from a bike shop. Fair enough.
Bike shop.
Yeah, the one I use for.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I had on hand, and models seem to work fine. I forgot what it's called, unfortunately, but yeah, you can use. I tend to find my best tools I find just from, when I first started, they weren't specifically made for model railways. They were kind of just.
Yep.
They were from various places. Like for cleaning wheels, the first I was using paintbrush cleaner. That's quite good for getting rid of dirt from tracks. But I've now gone on to Rail Magic or Magic Track, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Track Magic or
Track Magic, yeah. No.
Well, yeah, I heard bad things when you use it on track. It reacts to the plastic.
Oh, okay. I've never used it on track. I've used it on wheels, but never on track.
Yeah. Well, it's just a thing to note then. So you use it on the
Plastic.
locos, but not on the track, because it really got to the point where there were stories of, oh, my track's fallen apart. Did you use Track Magic? How did you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't hear this.
I like that.
Well, and don't use on the plastic wheels.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so there we have it. I think we've pretty much covered the tools of modeling and what you need to get. And if there's anything that you guys recommend that people should be getting, let us know on the comments of this YouTube video so that people that watch it back can see your ideas. Let us know in the Discord, and just share with the communities. Yes, Chris, get a hold of me on Discord or Instagram or whatever. Let's have a chat about that, and we need to get you back on again, mate. So reach out to us. Really appreciate it, dude. Enjoy your night.
Post Warnerly stream.
Post Warnerly stream. Post Warnerly stream. We will be having one. So actually, I was looking at the calendar. So as we're winding down, I need to shout out next week's stream. So next week, we are talking. So Charlie is hosting another stream, and we're talking about DCC. So we're going to go through DCC and how the fuck do you run it?
With a rolling road helps.
With a rolling road.
Spoilers.
So next week will be completely about DCC. I believe next week will be Charlie, Rob, and myself. As Max, you will be preparing for Warnerly, or Warley, or the NEC, or whatever it's called now. Is it Warnerly?
Yeah. It's a shame because I'm used DCC for ages. So yeah, but want to catch up.
Yes, we will look forward to that. We hope you can join us at least join us in the chat. At least. Cool. I'm going to spring a question on you guys because it's something I want to join. It's something I want to bring at the end of each stream. Are there any shout outs? Is there any YouTube channel that you've been watching recently, or any social media presence that you've seen recently that you want to give a shout out on the channel?
Tom can go first because I need to double check mine. There was one.
Okay. I guess the people I recommended. There's Leo Kim video. He used to give some really good videos on how to do model making in general. Because he worked as special effects. He worked in special effects and explosions and stuff like that. And
oh wow, okay.
That sort of thing. So he worked on film sets, and he's also a Thomas collector. Funny enough, so he's got some great videos on that. Leo Henry. Trying to think. Obviously, the Tony Wright DVDs. They're really good if you're like me. If you're looking to get into brass kit building. If you've got a mentor, great. If you wanted something to watch in between, I recommend the Right Track DVDs. And of course, watch them. Watch the other DVDs for any other topics like weathering or
good show
building, that sort of thing. Yes, that's my top ones.
Okay. And my one is Dave Adams' ON3 layout, which is a Denver and Rio Grande called the Derlin branch. And recently, Burr Stewart, the YouTube channel, put a tour. I think I actually only found out about him because of your recommendation, James. So it's good feed off that. He's done a tour of this layout, which is
beautiful layout.
It appeared in Model Railroader many years ago, and yeah, just brilliant layout. And there's also a really good tour by TSG Multimedia.
That's the Dave Adams ON3 one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful layout. I watched that video twice, because I watched it, and then actually had to sat back down and beautiful ON3 layout.
It's the sort of thing I wish I had or aspired to.
I like those.
Yeah,
I like those. This week I'm just scrolling through my list of subscribed videos, and I think this week I want to shout out Heapton Colliery. He's done some fantastic micro layout builds, a lot of detailing builds, and his most recent video was on detailing a Bachmann pannier tank as €100 or less locomotive. And considering Charlie and my stance on the Bachmann 5700 and another certain personality's opinion on said locomotive, I have to shout him out, and I have to shout that video out. So go and check Heapton Colliery Model Railway out on YouTube as well.
That's a good shout.
So I think that's fantastic. Big things coming. So here we are. Quick one or two things. So big things coming from Finborough and Moorwood. New layout builds were worth the following. Well, Redhampton, keep your eye out on the shunting yard schedule, because both of these guys will be joining us very, very soon for a live stream to discuss their upcoming projects. So keep an eye out for that.
I'm excited.
So as I said, next week we have a DCC, and then in 2 weeks' time we have a double guest special with, I believe, myself and Rob. So I will keep that under wraps. You guys can find out about who that it will be next week. But until then, Max, where can people find you if they want to look out for you?
People can find me on YouTube and Instagram under Mountaineer1265 for all
Fantastic.
that good narrow gauge content.
Love it. Tom, what about you, mate? Where can people find you?
All right, so I have a Instagram and YouTube and various other platforms. If you just type in, you can type in Tom's Modeling Corner or Tom's Model Corner, and I guess you just some of those websites will just pop up. Yes. Or there's,
It might do.
you might do. Yeah, it might be somebody else. It might be the shunting yard, but you never know.
Might be the shunting yard. You never know. Your face is here now. You're stuck. And if you want to find me, you can look at _Little Western on Instagram or the Little Western on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all the other places, and you'll find maybe some stuff there. I don't know. I've stopped promising. I've stopped thinking about launching content here, there, and everywhere, but I'm around. But otherwise, you can check us out in the Discord. Links to that are in the description below. If you're not part of the Discord community, please go and join it. Lovely community there. Share the stream with your friends. Get the word out. We want to increase our viewership. We want to get more of you involved. We want the community to be involved, and we love joining you every single week. So, for me, thank you very much, Max, Tom. Absolute pleasure as always. And we will talk to you all next week. Have a good evening,
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Take care.
Cheers, bye.
Thanks for watching us.
It's not like you had a choice. See ya.
Please watch us.
Bye.
We want the views.